we?
That's a deep question. Who are we? We are the Fontaines.
We are a folk duo, also a married couple. About, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, after we had our first daughter, I decided that he had to sing and we needed to play in a more cohesive way. And the Fontaines were reborn? What's a day in our band life?
Can be a pretty much a family affair, for sure.
Yeah.
A day in the life, I think, is interesting when you know, in our situation as a married couple and also as a duo, right? So you sort of live this life of doing your day-to-day life things, right? Taking care of the kids and, like you said, going to work and doing everything else, but also sort of in the back of your mind also knowing that that's what I think that's what really keeps us together and has kept us going, is being a musical duo as well, right? So it's a fine balance of life and music.
I love a lot of things about Windsor Essex, actually.
Yeah.
There's tons and tons of music. I really love unique performance venues and outside gigs, the festivals that Windsor Essex has to offer, the wineries, and I feel like there's a lot of family-friendly events that occur.
For a fairly small city, there seems like there's a bubbling arts culture, be it from theater to music to visual arts to some great photographers. There's just the city is sort of an anomaly in the sense that it's not a highly populated or a large geographical center, but just seems to be teeming with culture.
Musical influences are vast.
Vast indeed.
And varied.
But very well, I think that interesting though. I think very different though from the two of us, at least from the perspective of who influenced us to become the musicians that we are individually.
I grew up listening to Celine Dion. Then I was in my teen years during the great singer-songwriter renaissance of Lilith Fair and Sarah McLachlan and Jewel and Fiona Apple and all of these
it's interesting though because it's women, right? I think you were much more influenced by women singer-songwriters, having grown up with parents who, although not musicians, were very, very much very passionate about music and listening to music. The wide array of influences that I had from a young age definitely lent to who I've become as a musician individually, playing everything from classical to jazz to funk to rock and folk, right? What we do. And so it's hugely varied. I don't have any specific artist names specifically because there would be too many to try to recount. My favorite caffeinated beverage is coffee.
I don't like fancy coffee. I just want like coffee with cream and that's all. That's it. It doesn't have to be special.
But in a pure, someone who's really into coffee though wouldn't put anything in it, I think, right? They would drink it black.
Well, if it's really good coffee, you can. If it's the kind you buy at the grocery store, you probably can.
I'd like to just, announce the fact or say that it's just so nice to have a performance opportunity. I think we felt somewhat slighted by the fact that we had an album that was completed and released and, coincided almost exactly with the beginning of this pandemic.
Yeah.
So we have this thing that we really haven't been able to really put out officially or in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
I think, and I think having the opportunity to do things like this and perform and put it out even in a virtual fashion is
it's really awesome.
It's nice to have. We're the Fontaines.
And you can catch the 14th Coffee Show on YouTube.